I am the self-help hacker. I'm here to teach you and sometimes remind you of those life hacks, those cheat codes to life that so many people, so many basic people don't really acknowledge. But you're not basic, right? At least if you are, you don't want to be. You want to become enlightened. I think I can help you out there. Let's talk about the concept about life not being fair, because life is not fair. But to start this out, as we imagine this topic here, think about any child and any parent. And when the child hears something they don't want to hear, then what do they say? That's not fair. And of course the parent, very cliche, says, well, guess what? Life's not fair. And it's funny because as far as in the currency, the reasoning of a child, they cannot understand or appreciate that life's not fair because they're, as a child, being taught how to be kind and how to not be selfish. So they're thinking, well, but I need to be fair. And what they're doing, they perceive as not fair. Of course, the parent telling the child life's not fair, while it is true and it is good, and I know I tell, in essence, I tell my kids that by default, I also recognize that a child cannot comprehend the fact that life is not fair. And that even though, yes, we as individuals need to make the conscious decision to be kind to others and serve others instead of ourselves, life itself is not fair. And karma doesn't actually exist, which that should I do a dual title on this one? Life isn't fair / karma doesn't actually exist. Yeah, I wasn't planning that, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're making this a dual thing because they are very connected. Life isn't fair and karma doesn't exist. We need to really meditate on that, really accept that fully, because it goes back to one of the things I love to remind everybody in my videos, and that is the concept of, are you a good person? You know, we want to believe if I'm a good person, then I don't deserve bad things to happen to me. Instead, I deserve good things. Because karma? Because life's fair? No, life is not fair. There are so many examples of that in other people's lives. I could say it in my own. At the same time, I could say the opposite. I think I have had really good things happen to me that if we were judging me on a scale of humanity, plenty of things that I don't deserve that are good. So in that sense, life's not fair. The fact that I live in a country where as part of entertainment and recreation, I can afford to go to a water park and go down water slides all day and have fun with my family. Meanwhile, in name any other country across on the other side of the world, they are risking their lives to simply obtain clean water. That's not fair, and I don't deserve that. In theory, it would all be balanced out and we all have access to clean water, but we also don't have access to water parks for entertainment. So I recognize that it works both ways. But no, life is definitely not fair. So it's a reminder. If you got a fortune cookie and you open it up, imagine if it said, life isn't fair. And then you turn it on the backside and karma doesn't exist. So, and it goes back to what I've said before about karma. We often think of karma as other people too. Like karma, I'm good, so I'm gonna bring on good things to myself, but then the bad people, we're gonna bring bad things onto them. So it's funny that what if we challenged that and thought, you know what? I want good things to happen to bad people. I want to see their life get better, and I want mine to stay good. And I'm gonna do my best for good things to happen to me and others. But ultimately, I have no control over that. There are certain things we just don't have control over that we want to have control over. And this idea of life being fair, if that's something you still think as an adult, that's not fair. If you ever think that, especially in conjunction with yourself specifically, if you say, but that's not fair to me, then it's a matter of rethinking this whole concept, because we all know life isn't fair. And I say, what can we do about that? I'd say we can make life as fair as we possibly can for other people. And I think that will make us happy ourselves anyway. And I'm not saying that the favor will be returned. I'm not saying, well, if you make other people's life better, they're going to make your better. Maybe they won't, but perhaps you'll be more tuned in and receptive of when someone is able to give you that help, when you already have a mind of gratitude towards those things. So daily reminder, note to self, meditate and do yoga on this. Life isn't fair, and no, yoga does not exist. Your comments belong right here.